Thomas, Percy, and Toby enjoyed working at Ellsbridge Harbor, which is close to the sea. On a clear summer's night, there is no better place to be. The big ships bringing passengers, small ships carrying machinery, cargo, food, and other things we need. Thomas, Percy, and Toby put backwards and forwards with passengers and crates of cargo as they are unloaded and loaded back again by the quayside. One morning, Thomas, Percy, and Toby were catching a nice sea breeze before they started work.
You know, sometimes I wish I could sail out to faraway lands, sighed Toby.
Engines can't go sailing!
Yeah, 'cause engines can't float.
Even as old as he is, Toby still had his dreams. Suddenly, they were rudely interrupted.
Wakey, wakey, hovered Harold. Good morning, Harold. We're just catching a nice sea breeze where we start work.
Better keep your eyes on the horizon because there are regattas happening today. There's gonna be lots of boats, lots of racing. Great fun. I'm gonna be hovering around in case I'm needed.
Sailing is such a fun sport.
Sailing? Sailing isn't a sport. Sailing is a way to get somewhere. Riding the bus isn't a sport. Why the heck should sailing be a sport?
Anyway, do you go to the horizon, Harold?
Yes, and sometimes beyond.
I didn't know there was a beyond.
I didn't, and I don't really care either.
Do you go to other places at sea? Continued Toby.
Certainly. I could land on ships, you know. Anywhere, anytime. Anyway, must fly. Goodbye.
Toby went on talking about the regatta all day. Thomas and Percy were losing patience. Well, Toby, we would rather have our wheels on solid ground.
Indeed, our rails could take us to all the places we could ever see.
That's the emergency siren. I'll go check with the harbor master to see what's wrong. A few minutes later, she returned with bad news. One of the men who took part in the regatta has hurt his hand. He needs to be taken to the hospital ASAP. Bertie is waiting to pick him up at Knapford Station and take him straight to the hospital. Harold is bringing him to the port. Percy, you take Toby's trucks. Thomas, you're taking the next passenger train out. As for you, Toby, you need to pick him up from Harold and take him straight to Tidnam Station. Come on, let's go. We don't have much time to lose.
Good to see you again, Toby, called Harold as he landed carefully on the surface.
The man was gently helped to safety.
My job is to stay at sea in case of other emergencies. Otherwise, I would have taken this gentleman to hospital myself. Must fly though. Goodbye.
Toby set off on his journey. Soon he was steaming well, and his wheels were thundering along the rails. When they reached Knapford, the men thanked everybody, and Bertie got ready to take him to the hospital. You look splendid flying along the line, Toby. No wonder, because you're from the Great Eastern.
Thank you, Bertie.
As he prepared for the journey back to the harbor, Toby started to think to himself,
I guess Thomas and Percy were right. Engines are happiest when the wheels are firmly on the rails.
That night, Thomas and Percy went home early, while Toby and Henrietta decided to stay a little longer at the quay. The air was warm and the sea was calm.
Hey look, Henrietta, there's a shooting star.
Oh, don't be daft, Toby dear. It's Harold. Look, he's hovering overhead. Something fluttered down towards Toby. This fireman caught it.
It's a flag for the regatta. Harold's giving it to you as a present, Toby. That was kinda Harold, said Toby. He may have whirly arms instead of wheels, but he seems to understand just what an engine truly needs.
Toby still wonders what life is like beyond the horizon. However, he doesn't really think about it a lot anymore. I think he's realized now that besides adventure, there's nothing really waiting for him at sea. But on land, whether it be rails, road, or air, his friends will always be there.
Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.